We'll lose a viewer when I am putting the bet in.
Hello and welcome. We are live here on Kaiju Live for the very first episode of Last Leg Parlays, episode 1. Thank you for being here. Now, before I introduce my handsome fellows beside me, I just want to give a special thanks to AJ and everyone over at Kaiju Live for giving us this opportunity. We promise you we will not get this channel shut down. That's a promise from me. It's a promise from these two guys.
Now, promise.
Beside me, my esteemed colleagues, Butch and Charms.
What's going on, fellas? How are you guys doing
today?
Living the dream.
Give it up. Give it up for my boys.
Cannot complain. Ready to finally launch this thing. I know we tried to do this before. Now it's really starting to pick up, and now we've decided to change the format a little bit from what we used to do and really kick off something special that we've been all trying to do for a while.
Yeah, well, what's great was that we have a great production behind us. We have an established YouTube channel. We're piggybacking off of them. We're creating whole. We have the show on Saturday. It's doing great. The Kaiju, the Godzilla, the gaming, the streaming. We got everything. It's a goddamn empire. I'm telling you. And we're getting on board. We're like Bitcoin right now. You wish you could have got Bitcoin when it was 30 cents. You get it on this show now. You get it at the ground level. And when we're at the top, you can ride those coattails too. What do you think?
I mean, Bitcoin in the ground level. That's
what I'm saying.
That's some big shoes to fill, huh?
Yeah, let's just start a Doge and work our way up.
Right. I'm Bitcoin. You guys are like Dogecoin and whatever. But
yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, we have an absolutely packed show for you today. We're going to do NFL recap. We got college football. We got Portal. We got coaches carousel. It's crazy out there right now. I mean, the NCAA football is insane. The madness. The quarterback's going here. Quarterback staying, screwing over the Jets. We'll get to that. I have a whole thing. Can't catch a break. It cannot catch a break, this team. We're going to go over the Packers. These guys are big Packers fans, so just
makes no sense, but yes, we are Packers fans.
It's done over with.
Oh, it was beautiful. When I saw the Bears come back and win that game, I was no one was happier than me because the show got greenlit before that. So when I found out that the Packers lost, oh man, I was like, don't say anything. You save it for the show.
The one thing I will stand on, that both of us will stand on, is that we have said that the Packers have stunk this whole year.
I personally,
you don't know what stink is. That's the problem I have with real NFL fans. Like, you guys don't know what stink is. Like, you guys were great.
You were compared to the Jets, of course.
Right. Well, yep. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like when I hear fans go like, "Oh yeah, my team stinks," I'm like, you don't know what stink is. You have no idea.
It's actually
your low is my high.
So it's kind of funny on the ride home tonight. Clay goes, "Oh, what team does Chris like?" I said the Jets. He goes, "Not many people like the Jets." I said, "Not many people admit that they like the Jets." All right. He goes, "That makes sense. They're not good."
Yeah, we're a strong bunch. You know, we've been put through the ringer. It's not fun. It's not easy.
I think when you look at the Jets, if they were a character in a movie, they would be Bane. Like they would be.
No. The Jets in the horror movie are the first person to die. Ow. Like zombie movie credits are still rolling. Like the early death scenes. That's the Jets. But
man.
I do want to get into the coaches carousel. Let's start with LaFleur. What do you guys got? What do you think?
I think there's definitely something to look at and think about. Packers are doing Packers things where they said they were going to sign him within 24 hours, and we're in Thursday night at 7:30 Central Time, and they still haven't signed him. They did this with Rodgers a couple years back, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to get a deal done within 24 hours," and the next thing you know, he's done. So whether that's a sign of what is to come or not, I don't know. But I thought that they were probably trying to make a play for Hallball. That was just my idea of it, that's why they were waiting so long. But, Butch, you might feel something a little different.
Yeah, listen, he had roughly 8 season-ending injuries, offense and defense. It's hard to hate on him for that, but when you look at the stats that's up right now, I mean, no better than a 7th seed with the offense that we had. You know, the defense, 0 division titles, 12-12 in the NFC North. We made the Bears and Lions, we don't even talk about the Vikings, kicking posts for years. And now we're 500. It's just something, he can't win the big game.
For me, it's like I'd watch Packers games, and I always just assumed I'd only watch like 1 or 2 a year, like when I watch with you guys, and I just assumed LaFleur was a good coach. But you've also had awesome quarterback play his whole tenure. Even the backups come in and do great. Something that I've never witnessed. I've never witnessed a starter be good, a backup be good, a backup be good, a draft pick be good. So I just assumed that LaFleur was good because I've seen so much bad. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that you have a legitimate, I guess you would say, argument there, just because he has been so bad on certain things where, like, you can't defend the Bears game. You're up 21-3 going into halftime. Like, how do you only score then 6 points the rest of the game?
Right.
They didn't do anything different.
No.
And a wild stat that Butch was kind enough to send over was this one, which is absolutely outlandish. You look at it, it says the Packers record when leading by 10-plus points in the final 5 minutes, including the playoffs. From 1970 to 2024, was 306-1. And this season, 6-3. Now, it's not necessarily bad being 6-3 for me.
That one was probably with LaFleur, too. He's probably the reason there's one there.
I was just going to say that. I think also, too, another stat that we didn't even throw out there was games that we didn't punt in this year, we lost every game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
we were 0-6.
Wait. There were games you didn't punt?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that illegal? That's illegal, right? You have to punt 13 times in a game. I've watched enough football to know that.
Yeah, I mean, 6 games.
Micah Parsons.
Yep.
Yeah, like for the Jets, like our big thing is special teams. So like you get the punter out there, we're excited. That guy is number one. He was PFF ranked number 1. We get to see him kick that ball. We're like, woo!
He's the Pro Bowl pick this year, no?
No, he didn't make it. This is insane. They punted 400 times. Every punt was great. But I think what happens is that I think a lot of these people watch Red Zone, and the Jets are never in the Red Zone, so they don't get to see Austin McNamara's greatness.
It's a fair point.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think looking at the Packers' future, I mean, it's really going to depend on how they need to sign LaFleur. I think that, again, I don't think there's anybody out there in my eyes that now that, and we'll get into Harbaugh in a little bit, but now that Harbaugh is basically going to the Giants, I think that there's nobody out there that's better than him currently. So I think that injury, we can all complain about injuries.
How you feel about Stefanski?
Stop.
Stefanski got the Browns to the playoffs. That's almost as impossible as the Jets
with no offense, which is fair.
Yeah. Now,
don't forget
is LaFleur a guy that you wanted to see them get like a 3-4 year contract? Because what's crazy to me is that he's in contract talks, right? Like he's negotiating.
Mm-hmm.
With. Now he just lost in embarrassing fashion to the division rival, to a young up and coming coach who humiliated him.
Still humiliating him.
Yeah, coming out of the half, just embarrassed him, outcoached him, crazy. Imagine going to your boss after that and being like, "So guys, how about a little bit of a pay raise? You know, you paid me for that job. If you want me to win, you got to pay me more." Now, can you imagine going to your boss with something like that?
No.
Yeah, I don't think he has much of a leg to stand on. But I think the one leg he does have to stand on, and I know a lot of people are going to talk about how this excuse is used across the NFL. Mm-hmm. But I mean, 29 season-ending injuries, 13 from starters.
Yeah,
that's a big thing out there to be like, hey, if I had all my people, I probably would have won more.
Right. It's tough. It's tough to overcome injury, especially when your quarterback gets a concussion, stuff like that. But I mean, there's injuries around the league. Every team has injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but like you said, is the thing that there's nothing else out there. You don't trust it because you could end up with an Aaron Glenn. That's the risk.
Mm-hmm.
It's you get rid of LaFleur, and then now you're fighting against the Raiders for the top pick next year. So
I don't think you do at this point. I mean, between the injuries and McManus, enough said there, and then the potential of you losing Jeff Hafley as a D coordinator. He interviewed for the Falcons today. You know, you can't lose your head coach and your DC in 1 year, so you might as well do a complete rebuild.
Right, especially when you're not ready to rebuild. You have a ton of money tied up in Love.
You've rebuilt for 7 years in the draft when you didn't take an offensive player.
And we don't have a first-round draft pick for 3 years.
Thanks, Micah.
Something you think about.
You had the Jets, right, from Rodgers? When you were supposed to have one of the first this year?
Yeah.
All right, so other than LaFleur, here are the other coaches that are gone. Tomlin, gone. Harbaugh, gone. McDaniel, gone. Stefanski, gone. Morris, gone. Gannon, gone. Carroll, gone. Dable, gone. Callahan, gone. Aaron Glenn, not gone. I want to reiterate, Aaron Glenn still has a job. Woody Johnson saw Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, Stefanski, all in the coaches pool, and he said, "Nah, historical lows we're kind of after here.
We're good with fourth or third place."
Right. Insane. Like, I would welcome any of these coaches. So, I mean, I have a list of where I think each coach fits nicely. So before we get into Harbaugh and the Giants, and which we all agree is a fantastic move for them, I want to go into where I think each coach kind of fits nicely, and you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong, and what your guy take is. Fair? Can we do that?
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because we were doing it anyway. For the Falcons, I like Mike McDaniel. Ask me why.
Why?
Because I filled in all the other spots, and Mike McDaniel was one of the ones that was left. I didn't know any other coaches, so I was like, all right, McDaniel sliding in here to the Falcons.
I don't think Mike McDaniel is a head coach in 2026.
Nope.
But I do think he would be good with Penix.
Yeah, I think he'll be good with any young quarterback. Mm-hmm. The guy's an offensive genius, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. He just can't be a head coach.
Right.
I think what's going to be dangerous for the NFL is if Mike McDaniel goes to Philly as an OC or even Detroit as an OC. That's going to be ugly for the NFC. He's an offensive mind. He's just not a head coach type. Know your lane. Stay in it.
Right. I agree. I do agree, but I want to see Mike McDaniel keep coaching. I love how he went from this little nerdy guy to narco Mike in Miami. I want to see what he does in Atlanta, because then he could still keep the narco thing going in Atlanta. for the Ravens. Now, this one I love. I don't know what else is going to love it, but I feel like this is going to be great. Bobby Saleh. Bobby Saleh with the Jets was missing quarterback play. He couldn't do the offense. So you slide in Lamar there. You have Derrick Henry. You have a good offense right there. We know he's a great defensive coordinator, so he's going to have that defense rolling. So you figure 2010 Jets hand the ball to Henry 30 times a game, play some defense, win some games.
I have Saleh not going to the Ravens. I have Stefanski going to the Ravens.
Yeah, that's more likely.
I don't see it. I don't see them picking a defensive-minded coach.
Mm-hmm.
I see Saleh going to Pittsburgh so Rodgers doesn't come back for another year.
Chris and I talked about this earlier, and we have a different pick on that.
For the Raiders job. Beautiful job out there, right? They're going to get Mendoza, Mr. Don't know how to say it. Kubiak.
It's Kubiak.
Whatever the hell, yak. That him. I got him sliding into the Raiders job. You got Mendoza. And this is what I fear. Geno to the Jets.
We'll talk about the Jets in a second, but I do agree with you on Kubiak to the Raiders.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
100%.
You're going to get Mendoza. I don't think he's sliding in like he's going to be like Joe Burrow coming out of college. Like, I still think he has – like, this quarterback class is not great, like, on paper.
No.
Mendoza is great, but he also sits behind he reminds me of like those early 2000s Alabama quarterbacks, right? Like he sits behind a perfect offensive line. The defense is phenomenal. They hand the ball off. They run the ball very effectively, like we'll talk about later on. But now I'm going to shit on Mendoza because I'm hoping the Jets don't get him now. Because if the Jets get him, I'm going to do a complete 180 and just be like, well, I don't know who said that. Mendoza is elite. There's going to be no stopping me.
He's the most pro-ready quarterback out of this draft. That's
I disagree, and I'll tell you why when we get to the Jets.
I think
until he's a Jet.
I think that, and this is going to go into what we're getting into the Jets. I think that Jeff Hadley goes to Miami.
Come on.
And I think that they trade Tua to the Jets.
No, don't even say that. What is wrong? I'm about to mute you. You know what? That is just unacceptable nonsense.
I can hear Bardo blowing up the chat right now. Right to you, Chris.
Come on.
I just
no.
It's such a
the
Jets
Jets would
thing.
absorb all the money too, which is insane.
100%.
Bring that whole contract
and
up.
that's why I'm saying it's such a Jet thing.
No.
I
Darren
truly
Lugie is good. I like their GM. He's not going to bring on Tua's contract. Don't even say that.
Okay, that's just my.
I already said Gino. Now you're pushing it too far.
my other hot take on it is, I think Tennessee Titans go after Mike McCarthy.
I love that. I have that here. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Cam Ward, he needs stability. That team needs a whole rebuild. McCarthy's good for 2-3 years. He's going to get you to like that 9-10 win year. He's never going to get you further than that. But but Cam Ward, if he builds you up, Cam Ward might be able to be the guy to get you to that. But you're not going to get there with Callahan or Nathaniel Hackett.
Well, I mean, they're being linked to Nagy right now. Imagine getting Nagy. That'd be terrible for him.
But Nagy's an offensive guy, too. I mean, he's good his first year. Wasn't he good his first year? And then he sucks?
I mean, do we want to talk about the Bears?
It's not.
When he was there, I mean.
We've moved on.
But, yeah. But I think looking at that is something, and then Chris and I both agree that Brian Flores will be the next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It makes perfect sense. It's I'm also a Flores guy. I think he got a raw deal in Miami. I think he was too hard on the players at a time when players were soft. They're still soft, but he was too hard on Tua. Tua cried. They had to get rid of Flores because you're not going to get rid of. At the time, Tua was an MVP quarterback, and so Brian Flores had to go. But Brian Flores is another guy like Salah, except Flores had success as a head coach in career. He's a great defensive guy. He did have success as a head coach. It makes sense for him to plug in for the Steelers, especially if Rodgers is going to come back, because he's not coming back for who's the Seattle guy or like a 30-year-old guy. You know what I mean? He's not. Yeah. He's like coming back like a Minter
from the Chargers.
Yeah, he's not coming back for Minter. He maybe Stefanski, but even if you want him back, who wants him back?
Yeah, I have Minter going to. I think he's going to be a head coach. I have him going to the Cardinals.
The Cardinals? Yeah, that makes sense.
Just staying out west.
Mm-hmm. And everyone knew Gannon was not going to be a head coach for long. When you saw that opening press conference where he came in, he's like, all right, guys, like, we got to get motivated.
Yeah.
He didn't motivate anybody.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Murray was in the back playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I would have said the same thing about the head coach of Jacksonville, too, where he started his
I know.
With Duval.
Yeah, but he's great. He got sunshine cooking. The Bills knocked him out, but the Bills are great. Josh Allen's phenomenal. I like to brag on him all the time.
Great's a strong word.
They are. They're for sure great. Well, Josh Allen is so good that he makes a okay team good because that roster around him is terrible.
The best player in the playoffs right now.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to talk about the Bills because if you saw the show on Saturday, we had 48 minutes of Bills talk. We're not – shout out, Mike. We're not going to talk Bills. That's his domain. Moving on to the next who's going to coach the Dolphins? And please pick someone bad because I need Jets can't be in fourth again. Although I do think it's going to be Stefanski. I think Stefanski fits in nicely there.
I think, yeah, he does fit in nice down there. Nothing about the Dolphins' job is appealing.
No, they're in cap hell.
Yeah.
The quarterback is ton of money. You're going to have to get rid of Hill. Hill's not a free. Is he a free agent or do they have to trade him?
I don't think so. I think
they're still putting his leg together.
He's just live tweeting shit about the Dolphins as they're playing.
Like he's done. A hurricane comes by and hits Tua, and he's done for life. Like he's one strong win away from CTE.
But you're sleeping on someone. Zach Wilson.
Oh,
the backup quarterback.
History tells us that Jet quarterbacks become elite 4 to 5 years after they leave the Jets.
I don't think he's the starting quarterback. I think Quinn Ewers is the starting quarterback for the Dolphins next year.
No. You got to go Zach. He deserves another chance. But the only problem with them going with Zach is now we have Arch Manning competition in the division. That's going to be tough. We're both going to be fighting for the number 1 pick. And we all had Titans McCarthy, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's get into some recap. Let's actually talk about Bears Packers.
No, we did this.
No, I want to see those smiles. I want to say something nice about the Bears.
No, that won't happen ever.
Never.
How much did it hurt losing to Caleb Williams? I know you guys love him.
I think it was one play. I think it was just one play. In my opinion, it's just one play. It's that play where he's about to get sacked and he's throwing to his left on a jump throw and somehow they catch it. Like, and I mean, Butch and I both played football. There's a bunch of plays that could have changed the alter of the game, but that was one of them. The other one was Jaden Reed's drop. He catches that, we win the game, hands down.
Oh, I thought it was over when the Bears scored. It was in the fourth quarter. I think there was like 4 or 5 minutes left, and the Packers who'd they throw that touchdown to? Reed?
Golden.
I thought it was over there on the right side. I thought it was over, and then
so did I.
Credit
I was getting the cheese head off.
Williams.
I was getting ready for the night. I was going to wear it, and then they just let me down. Like everything else.
I was going to do the Bears cheese grater. I was going to come on.
No,
I don't want to make a mess on the floor.
Yeah, please. I think that's the corniest thing that they ever came up with as fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, what do they have to live for? They have no other good teams.
Beating your ass.
They have no other good teams in professional sports. I don't care what anybody says.
And the other game for college, for the NFL that I want to talk about is Steelers-Texans, because Aaron Rodgers is gone, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And I think it's hilarious that in back-to-back years, he got 2 coaches fired. That's going to be his legacy. He went to New York, got Saleh fired, didn't even go the whole season. Said, I'm out of here. Talked shit the entire way as he was leaving. Couldn't stop talking shit about the Jets. Like, what? The Jets did not hurt you. You got $100 million guaranteed to win 7 games. Like, stop talking shit. We know we suck. We sucked with you. We're going to suck without you, buddy. Guess what? And then he just kept talking about the leaks, and he was the leak.
I'll let Butch talk about Rodgers first, and then I'll go on my tangent.
So him getting Tomlin fired, going out the way he went out, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers. If Pittsburgh got Rodgers thinking it was going to be the Packers Rodgers, that's gone. That's gone. I mean, he was going to. First of all, as Pittsburgh, you had DK, which in my opinion, he is a cancer on a team, just like AJ Brown is. I mean, he's one of those guys that when he's good, but if he doesn't get passes, if he drops passes, you can't have somebody like Rodgers that yells at him because he's not going to take it. And in the playoff game, Rodgers showed Rodgers. Of now, he lost it. And in my opinion, he should have took the Achilles and just retired then and there, because all he did was hurt 2 franchises.
And I think that's a big part of why they had to get rid of Pickens. I think it was just Rodgers going at Pickens and blaming him would have just been a fight.
Yeah.
Pickens, fun fact, first leading receiver for a team and not being the number 1 receiver on a team.
What do you mean?
He's not the number one, as in
Oh,
he's
like
not
on
the
the
number
depth
one
chart?
option. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the number one option. He led
'Cause
the Cowboys in receiving yards this year. Obviously,
CeeDee
CD was
Lamb
hurt.
is incredibly overrated.
Wow, that's a hot take.
He drops a ton of balls. He's not a winner.
I mean, nobody in the Cowboys are
Of
winners.
course, he's not a winner.
That's a good point.
Cowboys haven't won since the 90s.
Yeah, that's true. But do you think Pittsburgh blows it up? Do you think they go for a quarterback now? How do you think they go about their business?
I don't think anybody can go for a quarterback. This quarterback class is not depth. Has no
This
depth
quarterback
at all.
has one quarterback in particular that is going to be an NFL stud. But if the Jets don't draft him, I will change this take. I'll edit this out. But that brings us to next year's quarterback class. Because as we all know, Dante Moore said, adios, $50 million. Jets are picking number 2. I'll take the 5 and go back to college. But little does he know. Guess what, Dante Moore? Guess who's going to be waiting for you right there, same time next year with the same pick? New York Jets. You could run. You cannot hide. 1, 2, Jets are coming for you.
This is setting up for Dante Moore to get hurt next year.
It doesn't matter. Jets are going to take him out of spite now. It's like, you want to talk that shit and run back to college? Guess who's going to be waiting for you, buddy? We ain't going nowhere.
My hot take with that is, one, if they keep Dylan Raiola on the roster, are you really paying 2 quarterbacks over $20 million to stay at Oregon? That's crazy.
Yeah, because money is fake when you have these boosters. They're billionaires. Mm-hmm. So they can pay this, and then you don't have to worry about the transfer portal next year. You have Raiola this year.
So next year, Oregon could be paying $20 million for quarterbacks. Meanwhile, Indiana's whole NIL roster this year is $21.3 million. The whole roster.
The Jets, hey, first of all, the Jets are paying like $130 million to quarterbacks next year, and the quarterback's not even on the roster yet.
I think to be fair and to your point, because again, we know Mendoza is going to go 1. I don't think anybody questions that. I think that the Jets do pick a quarterback number 2.
No, not 2. No way.
I do.
Rhymes with Aller.
Wow, I didn't think about that. I think they go Carson Beck at number 2.
I can't allow that.
Wow.
I will say Carson Beck has raised his value here. With Moore staying, I think Beck has raised his value. I think he has a really good opportunity to really raise his value against Indiana.
If he keeps it close against Indiana, why won't he be number 2?
Because if you watch him in the combine, he's going to suck. He has no real actual wowing abilities. And if you've watched him any other games except for the playoffs, he's terrible.
At least he's playing in the playoffs. Jets haven't played in the playoffs in how many years?
The college playoffs.
It doesn't matter.
The Jets might make the college playoffs if they were in college right now.
He is. That's a fair point. But he's played in so many big games in the SEC and then obviously in the college football playoffs where the maturity of him, which sounds crazy to say, but because some of these quarterbacks that come out, they're 20, 19. He's like 35 at this point.
Yeah, but what do you do after both losses? After both their losses, what was the first thing he ran to that podium and sold his teammates out.
100%. Sounds like a Jet quarterback. Sounds like a Jet. He's totally a Jet.
That's maturity. He couldn't wait to get to that podium and be like, everyone else but me sucked.
Hey, what do you want to say? That
nothing to do with this game.
They're going to draft Drew Allard?
Yep, it's
No.
Hackenberg 2.0?
I said that earlier in the year. I said, this bum is going to be a Jet. I think I said it after the Notre Dame game when he threw that interception. I said, this is a Jet guy right here. No doubt about it. And then he had a horrible year, and I kept saying, they're going to draft him. They're going to draft him, and they're going to get him in like the 5th round. But you look past this quarterback class, and you look at the quarterback class next year, it is pretty stacked. I mean,
yeah. I mean, when you're looking at that, it's damn.
Arch Manning, Julian Sain, Lenore Sellers, DJ Lagway, Dante Moore, Sam Levitt. Carr is there's no way Carr goes out.
Carr doesn't leave, no chance.
And then Mavia and Sorsby, they don't allow me. But what do
Yeah.
I know? I'm an idiot.
I don't see CJ Carr leaving unless Freeman leaves.
Yeah.
And I don't see Freeman leaving. So
Yeah. But you
He'll
also
leave
look.
after he gets his chip.
See, so you're on the Notre Dame wagon. You know the
Only
ship is
because
coming.
they have, as a fellow friend of mine, Kane and I talk, they have the easiest schedule. They play the school of the blind, the school of the deaf.
Not next year. Next year their schedule isn't their schedule next year is rated harder than Miami's this year.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they play Miami. That's the only person they play.
No, next year. Do they play Miami next year?
Yeah, that's it.
They're gonna mop them. Are you kidding me? First of all, before we get into Notre Dame, Butch, let's just show you the hard facts. All right, let's take a peek at this. What's that team right here at number 1 right here? Who's that?
Everybody sees the schedule. They see
this is the 2026 overall team rankings for recruits, including transfer portals. This was yesterday, so they got another guy today from Oregon, another defensive lineman. But look at that. Look at that. Number 1. Texas number 2, shout out Dak. Cam Coleman to Texas. Huge get for them. Huge get.
Ohio State could be number 3, and it still won't help them.
Notre Dame is elite. But you want to say something about Notre Dame? I see it in your lips. You want to say something.
I looked up their schedule. It's terrible. It's like playing East Stroudsburg North, Pocono Mountain West.
So now SMU isn't a reputable football program.
No.
Give me a break,
Look what they did this year. Wisconsin.
Aren't we at Wisconsin too?
You're playing at Lambeau Field, which they're going to lose because they're at Lambeau. Nobody wins at Lambeau. Green Bay has proved that.
But what's even crazier going into this college football season is the portal. Absolutely insane quarterback-wise. I'm going to rattle off the quarterbacks, where they went, then we'll discuss. Kenny Minchie, Nebraska, said, never mind, Kentucky. Now he's with Will Stein, Oregon's offensive coordinator. Kentucky could be good. Nebraska, nobody. TJ Lateef, guy stinks. Dylan Raiola, Oregon, Dante Moore, back to Oregon.
For now.
I will agree with that.
Yeah,
that's true.
He's definitely going to be gone. Although it might be good to sit a year under Moore. I don't know. Damon Williams, Washington, tampering, going to go to LSU, gets caught tampering, legal action. Has to stay at LSU. The craziest thing about this that I was reading up is that Williams wouldn't have been able to go in the transfer portal to LSU. He would have had to unenroll from Washington, apply to LSU, and go in academically, and then join the football team that way.
I have a feeling he probably wouldn't have qualified.
I think he would have in LSU. Lane Kiffin, I think.
I meant academically.
Leaving.
Sam Levitt, LSU. Sellers staying at South Carolina. Josh Hoover, Indiana. Aiden Chillis at Michigan State. We'll get into Michigan State. Dorian Mensah, highest paid college quarterback at Duke. Imagine that. 7-5 Duke, won the ACC. Their quarterback is the highest paid quarterback. And DJ Lagway to Baylor.
I think that's a great move for DJ Lagway.
Yeah, because Florida's although Lagway stinks, but Florida stinks too. He needed a reset.
Right, but I think going to the Big 12, getting out of the SEC definitely helps him.
Yes, 100%. What quarterback do you think benefits the most from transfer, and which quarterback do you think should have stayed where he was?
Raiola should have stayed where he was.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't take into effect how scared Dante Moore was going to be of the Jets.
He called Moore up, was like, hey, you leaving? Yeah, I'm leaving. Boom, backdoored.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I'm going to say I don't think he should have stayed, but I think he should have waited until – and I know because of the portal and the dates and everything like that, he had to pick quickly. But I think he could have went somewhere else and made a bigger impact than going to Oregon.
Yeah, I also think he transferred before the Indiana game too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he announce before the Indiana game?
But I think he has to, if I remember correctly, they have to enroll in school before the academics year starts.
Yeah, but they're not there to play school. I'll tell you what I do love is Levitt at LSU because I don't think Levitt's that good, but I think it could be one of those things like Bo Nix kind of thing where Auburn, he kind of stunk, right? Went to Oregon, had some good coaching, good offense around him, and was awesome. First round pick, went to the Broncos. The rest is history. Levitt, I think, benefits the most from that. He goes to LSU. He's going to have Lane Kiffin, who's complete dirtbag, but top 5 college football coach. I mean, you can't deny that. But
top 5 sports villains of all time.
Yeah, he's a complete dirtbag. When he was getting Levitt, he had to go to Tennessee to get him, which is insane because Tennessee hates his guts.
The one thing I'll say about Lane Kiffin, because I actually do think he's a decent coach.
Oh, he's great.
But him yelling at that reporter because he said you can't make a hoe into a housewife, and then a week later leaving to go to LSU, like, bro, you just proved his point.
Yeah.
You yelling at him did nothing.
Yep.
At least he still supported Ole Miss.
Yeah, he's a horrible person. But he's a great college football coach. I mean, everywhere he's went, there's been problems that centered around him, right?
I think Legway to Baylor is the best, in my opinion.
And I got Levitt. I got Josh Hoover to Indiana because obvious Signetti's the best coach. He's number one. He's completely mastered the portal. He gets a bunch of guys, 50-year seniors, 22, 23 years old, and he gets them all together. They've had plenty of experience, and they just dominate everyone. I mean, you saw the college football playoffs so far. None of the games around Indiana have been competitive.
We'll see it again on Monday.
Poor Mendoza's brother doesn't even get a chance to start next year.
Yeah. But the best quarterback out of this class going in is going to be Ty Simpson to the Jets. I don't think there's any way around it. Jets go defense 2. Simpson, I think, was it 15 or 16? And he's going to be a stud. First year stud, too. I'm not talking about.
I don't think Simpson gets past 3. I think Arizona takes him.
Yeah, I think he's going to jump up high, too, because.
And if Arizona takes him, let's see where Kyler lands.
Don't start. Don't you
Call
start.
of Duty.
But with the NFL, one thing we did forget to talk about, all right? And it's what we all agree is the best move, right? This fucking guy right here. This fucking guy.
Yep.
There he is.
Harbaugh to the G-men.
Yep.
This is an absolute home run for the Giants. I'm so angry with Woody Johnson for allowing this to happen. I couldn't be angrier that Harbaugh's to the Giants. Now the Giants are going to rebuild extremely quick. Harbaugh's going to have that team completely turned around. He has a great defense. If Dart can stop diving headfirst into everything, they have a great quarterback that's going to lead them the long way. If Scatabo can stop diving headfirst into everything, they have a great running back. A lot of ifs offensively, but you have a top 5 receiver in Neighbors. You have a great defense, a great pass rush. Got to improve the secondary. But, I mean, what do you think? Harbaugh is just an absolute home run here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a young Giants team. I mean, they're young, and he's coming in with senior leadership. I mean, you got Dart, you have Scatabo, you have Neighbors. You need a decent tight end, build a line to protect him, and you got that defense. I mean, Abdul Carter, he's a freak. I mean, he's an absolute freak. And you build that defense, get a secondary back there. Why wouldn't he go here? Everybody's, he should have went to Vegas. The man's 64 years old. I don't think he cares about Vegas at this point in his life. He doesn't care.
Right.
Like, the New York was the best place to go. And, I mean, look at he's
summer's coming up. You're going to see him at the shore.
Yeah. I mean, people forgot that there's a second New York team.
I think this is a great move by the Giants. I truly do. I don't think I think he's a great fit. And I see them going with a receiver in the first round. Like, I truly do. Like, I don't know if they go defense.
Yeah, because when Robinson's a free agent, he had 1,000-yard season. Is he going to demand like too much money? Because he had those yards because Neighbors got hurt. Someone has to. Even bad teams have to have stats. There has to be yards somewhere. Except for the Jets, they didn't have one 400-yard receiver, which is insane. But most real NFL teams do. You have stat compilers. You see it with the Nets. Like, they're bad teams, they're bad players, but someone has to average 20 points a game. Just using basketball as a reference there.
I could see them going secondary, and the reason why is I could see Harbaugh swooping in, and I hate to say this, being a Packers fan, I could see him sweeping in and taking Romeo Doubs as a number 2. Then he's got his receiver solidified. He needs a tight end and a secondary.
Yeah, definitely needs a secondary.
I just feel like he goes after Jeremiah Smith. That guy's a freak of nature.
Jeremiah Smith with Neighbors would be second best, I guess, 1-2 behind the Bengals.
Arguably behind the Cowboys too. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can't disrespect them, even though I did. But that brings us to the college football championship. Mendoza, first Beck. What do you guys like? What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I said it beginning of the playoffs when we were talking, and I told a bunch of people this, that if Miami made it to the championship game, they would win it all. Miami's defense, in my opinion, is just too strong.
You think Miami's defense is too strong as opposed to Indiana's?
As opposed to Indiana's defense, yeah.
Really?
Don't get me wrong. I think Indiana's offense is ridiculous, but I just think that if Miami's defense could keep the game close, I think Carson Beck has the upper hand.
I strongly disagree. I completely disagree. I'll go next, but I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Miami has to play an absolute perfect game. If they turn the ball over, we saw Indiana capitalizes immediately. They're going to immediately take control of the games, if they get a big lead on you, it's over because their defense is too good. Their defense is going to come after you. They control the line of scrimmage. They're going to stop the run. And there's no team better in college football than open field tackling than Indiana. So even if you want to say Miami, try to get Tony out on some screens because he's an absolute playmaker, get the ball to the running backs. Indiana doesn't allow those plays to develop because they make the tackle at the point of attack. Right there, done. They limit you to 3 and outs. They get the ball back. Their offensive line is amazing. If Miami doesn't get any pressure on Mendoza, it's over because he throws the ball great to what's the receiver's name? Surratt. So he capitalizes on the one-on-ones. So even if Miami does blitz, he knows he's gonna have a one-on-one with Surratt. He's gonna throw it up there. And Surratt had 15 touchdowns this year. I mean, they run the ball just as effective as Miami too. So I do think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. I think both teams are gonna try to run the ball. It's probably gonna be maybe like an under first quarter kind of game where both teams are going to be feeling each other out. No one wants to make a mistake. No one's going to want to do that first play. But that's what I'm thinking. I have Indiana minus 8.5 on this game. I'm all over them. I think it's going to be eventually once Indiana gets rolling, they're like an avalanche. Once they start rolling down that hill, it's tough to stop it. You saw with Oregon. Once things go bad, I mean, that was it. And that ultimately, I think, kept more in college.
Yep.
I mean, in order for me to keep the Miami's going to win, I have to take Miami plus 8.5 on this one.
Right, yeah. You got to take – it's a 2-score game. I mean, that's a lot for a college football championship game. I mean,
right.
8.5 is insane, especially when they're home. The game's in Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm taking Indiana minus 16. I don't like them. Lifelong Florida State fan. I will never like Miami, even if you paid me to. Well, just for starters, one, Indiana, great defense. I mean, they're sure tacklers. Their offense, Mendoza does not put the ball at risk. He just doesn't. He's good with the ball. And when you look at it, a little stat for the Miami lovers out there, Miami has 5 4-stars and 42 4-stars. Indiana has 1 5-star and 12 4-stars. Those kids are playing because they want to prove that they deserve those stars in high school. They want to be dogs now.
Real quick, Butch. None of those stars are Mendoza.
No. Like they want to be dogs now, and they're proving why they should have got looks. Where Miami, they're used to being the top dog. Oh, we're great. I want to see what happens when Indiana comes out and punches them in the mouth. Are they going to be dogs or are they going to fight each other? And I guarantee, typical Miami way, they're going to fight each other. Once Indiana takes that home crowd out of it, 16, 17, I'll even buy them at 20 at this point.
That's, in my opinion, that's just hard. Again, it's a home game for Miami. And I think also Mario Cristobal.
I thought you froze.
Sorry, Mario Cristobal.
Get a stroke.
Is legitimately the guy that needs to be there right now.
He resurrected that.
He has changed the culture back to where it should have been. And I think, and again, obviously,
minus all the jail.
Yeah, well, yeah, minus all that.
We don't know that.
But
that's Georgia now.
I think that it's one of those where the stars are aligning, where everybody's talking about Mendoza, and that's the chip that Miami needs to win.
Right. Well, you have to get pressure on Mendoza. If you don't get pressure on him, it's the game's over. You've seen in the past when Mendoza is not at his best is when you get pressure on him. I mean, but their offensive line is so good. So you're going to have to dial up a bunch of misdirections, a bunch of blitzes, but then you leave Surratt one-on-one on the outside. And I mean, it's Cignetti's a phenomenal coach. He knows what he's doing. And they're just too good. I think Miami is going to need something on special teams to win this game. Return a punt or return a kick, something like that. They're going to have to force a turnover somewhere. I don't see Tony's
the X factor.
Right. And it's not even like Indiana hasn't faced adversity. They haven't in the playoffs because they mopped Alabama, they mopped Oregon. But earlier in the season when they were at Oregon in the fourth quarter looked like they were taking control of the game. They tied it up, and Mendoza went down the field, scored a touchdown. And I mean, it's tough to point at anything that you could say Miami's going to win. But Miami was 10.5-point favorites in the first game, and they won. So I love these underdog stories where I just don't see Carson Beck being – if it's a high-scoring game, like Mike said, Carson Beck is ass. I don't see Carson Beck being able to keep up with a Mendoza if the team is flying like that. Like if they go on that 2-3 touchdowns in a quarter where they go on that run like you saw at Oregon, can Carson Beck make that space back up? No. I don't think he can. No. I think he needs the run game. And plus, if you get a big lead like that, Indiana's coming for you. They're not going to let Beck sit back there.
And the college committee is just drooling right now because everybody hated on him. Oh, you let Miami in, you kick Notre Dame out, and they're just sitting there like, hey, listen, I'm not going to say it, but they could be funneling money to somebody just to make Miami get there so they look good. We're seeing it all over. We're seeing it all over.
I said this to Peach because we're both obviously already Chris. Sorry, when we both were we're both Notre Dame fans. So when we're talking about
Nebraska,
when we were talking about Notre Dame, we weren't so mad as Miami getting in as we were as Alabama getting in. Alabama did not deserve to get in with 3 losses.
And it wasn't even them. It's the Tulane and James Madison. Why are we allowing these little teams into the playoffs? It's insanity. It's not basketball. Basketball where you win your division and there's 64 teams you could win again. They had no shot going in. Everyone knew it.
Yeah.
It was insane. If Notre Dame's in this game, they win it because you know who Indiana lost to last year in the playoffs? Go ahead, say it, Butch. Who for the Notre Dame has a bad schedule, people, right? How many playoff games did they win last year and who did they beat?
Don't know.
You don't know. They beat Indiana, Georgia, Penn State when Penn State was good. Not this year's Penn State.
Not this year's Penn State.
And they almost won it all. They almost came back against Ohio State. They blitzed. The guy made a great throw. And it was like Jeremiah Smith, I think. Won the one-on-one.
Every blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Oh, please.
3 in a row.
The Jets beat the Broncos, so.
When?
At some point.
A couple years ago.
Don't ask me dates.
I was gonna say, they almost won this year. They lost 13-11. But the Broncos always play down. They always play down. We'll get into that Saturday because, like I said, Mike is the Bills guy. So if you want Bills insight, you go to his TikTok. The guy's a machine with super informative Bills information.
Must be a name, as you could tell. I have some hot takes on the Bills side.
But that's all I got for the college football championship game. I mean, I think it's easy money here. I'm going to bet that individually, but because our name is Last Leg Parlays, back in the day we used to have a guy that we would place bets with, and in return he would take our money because we would always place a parlay, and one of us would lose. So we would always do a three parlay, and we'd go 2 out of 3 100% of the time. So your job is to pick out which 2 of us are going to get it right and which one's going to get it wrong, because we're going to give you a nice parlay right now. Charms, who do you got for your pick of the week for our three-legger?
I'm staying with the Bills team today with our boy Mike. I'm going to go with Khalil Shakir over 5.5 receptions.
Oh, wait, hold on. Butch, you're plugging this in, right?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Khalil Shakir over 5.5 receptions on the game. I just think that Josh Allen is going to rip.
I got my lock of locks locked in. Now, Indiana is my lock nation, but it's not in this because it's too easy. So we're going to go with an even bigger lock here. Tomorrow night, college basketball. You can't watch it on TV. I'm sure you can. We're taking Colorado State plus 5.5 at Boise State. Boise State is one of the worst college basketball teams I've ever witnessed play. They haven't covered the last 2 games I bet against them. Somehow they're getting points here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they have a player coming back. Who knows? Who cares? Colorado State plus 5.5.
They're playing at Boise State. At Boise State.
At Boise State.
At Boise.
They're playing outside on the blue field.
So for mine, I'll take the last leg since I've lost 752 bets this year in football on the last leg and can't seem to win it. This pains me. I talked long and hard to my business partner at work, Bailey Wall. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to take Colston Loveland, 50 yards receiving.
Do you see the girls in Chicago too? They have that whole fan section for Colston Loveland.
No, yeah. I don't watch them.
They're fangirling Loveland.
Yeah.
So those 3 legs put you at plus 451.
Ooh. So just so you guys know, for people that don't know math, like me, I'm a genius. I graduated top of my class at all math. $100 on that bet will get you $451. You're going to lose it. So just donate it to something else.
Just donate.
Or pick the 2. Pick 2 out of the 3 and do that. Because 2 we're going to hit. No doubt about it.
1 will not.
1 will not.
1 will 100% not hit.
Colston is on pace to tear his ACL first play.
100%. He's going to run out into the field, Roger style, blow his Achilles. It's over. It's done. It's done.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Colorado State's plane is going to crash. They're not even going to make the game.
Yeah, and it's setting up perfect because yours is the tomorrow night. Yours is Saturday. And mine's Sunday. It's the last leg. And it's going terrible.
There it is.
True.
There it is.
It's done.
So if you hit the first 2, fade Butch.
Cash out.
Cash out. We're not quitters here. We ride or die. I remember sweating out Rutgers games.
No,
Rutgers basketball.
Back in the day, we would be sweating on Saturday games. We'd be like, all right, well, who does Hawaii have?
Yeah, just a massive hangover, staying up to 10 o'clock at night to watch Hawaii.
Listen, Marquette won us a lot of games. I had a lot of faith in them for that year.
That Big East year was phenomenal. That was great.
It's great.
And then remember how good we were at college football? Saturday we'd be up a lot, and then Sunday we'd go into Monday morning with a net negative.
Nothing.
It's like, how is it this impossible?
Directional Kentucky.
That's because all games are rigged.
Directional Kentucky's.
As we were doing the show, actually moments before we were doing the show, we did see Ranger Suarez has signed a contract with the Boston Red Sox. Mm-hmm. How you guys feel? No? You don't like that? I was hoping the Mets are going to get him, but I guess they're just going to go into the season with no pitching again. That was a good strategy last year.
I think it was bound to happen. I don't think they were going to have an odds of keeping him, honestly.
No.
They weren't going to pay him.
No, he was definitely gone, but the Mets, they bring this guy and he's a trillionaire. His whole press conference stuff, going to spend. Then he dupes us all, and he puts all his money into the casino across the street.
Good old
Uncle Juan Soto, no pitching, game over.
I don't think you're going to get pitching either.
No, they have no interest in pitching.
No, they're stuck on trying to get Kyle Tucker.
That would be a great move. First of all, I would love Kyle Tucker. I would just want them to stop signing second basemen because we have 9 of them now. Can we stop focusing on second base? Second base is not the problem. When you're down 13-0, second base, I'm not going, if we had a better second baseman.
No, you're right. I mean, there's been a couple of signings that make sense. Bregman going to Chicago Cubs. I mean, that makes sense.
They're ready to win.
I think that
the Dodgers getting everybody.
I hate the Dodgers. But Arenado getting traded to Diamondbacks again makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like they needed a senior leadership in there. Mm-hmm. Ranger going to the Red Sox. I expected him to go AL for sure, but not the Red Sox. But obviously, it looks like Red Sox are back to spending money again. So
I think the Mets are going to get that dude that threw at his own catcher on the Astros. You remember when you know what I'm talking about, right? He tied him up.
Yeah.
They're definitely getting him.
I mean,
we'll going to Philly.
Yeah, I mean that's the hope. The hope is that
Bogus Dante Bichette.
I mean, there's still a bunch of big names out there. I mean, I think a lot of people who watch baseball know a lot about baseball. Even some of the Phillies. I know a lot about way more than we do. I think that they expected once Pete Alonso getting signed, it would be a trickle down effect.
For a pretty good contract too. He did not get crazy money. That's a great contract. It's weird that the Orioles decided to spend money. Like every now and then they get rid of all their good young prospects, and then every now and then they throw a bag at someone, which is a crazy way to run your team.
And they've kind of kept the young kids around right now.
And it shows because May 8th at the Orioles ballpark is Tupac Shakur bobblehead night.
I saw that.
Note it. Put it down. If you want to go get a bobblehead Tupac, go see an Orioles game.
Those bobbleheads are going to be like $5,000.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to sell them on eBay.
That might be worth it to go take a trip.
No, because you got to go to Baltimore.
No, you just have to go to the stadium. The stadium is in the nice part of Baltimore. I promise you.
I'm just already so sick of sports because I know the Mets are going to be bad. The Jets are going to be bad again next year. All right. So everyone gets a little rant at the end. I'm going to use my rant first. All right. I am so sick of the Jets and the Jets writers and the Jets brass and the GM saying we need to keep being patient. Enough telling me to be patient. It wasn't 2 years. It's 15 years of uncompetitive football. Just terribleness. You have a ton of draft picks. You have a ton of money to sign guys. Go sign guys. Be competitive. I'm so sick of hearing, let's be patient. Don't tell me I have to wait till 2027. I buy Sunday ticket because I don't get the Jets games out here. I buy Sunday ticket just to watch the Jets. Stop telling me, be patient, while simultaneously raising ticket prices and making it more expensive to go to these games to watch backups. Enough. Go be competitive. Do your jobs. Make the team good or competitive. Everyone else in the AFC East has gotten so good. The Dolphins, we don't know what they're going to do, right? They're kind of an unknown. Like, are they going to rebuild? Even if they do a rebuild, it'll be over in 2 years and they'll be in the playoffs. But the AFC East is going to be good for a long time. And the Jets just keep telling us, be patient, be patient, be patient. Sell the team or fold up shop. Don't tell me to be patient anymore. Patience is done. I don't even care about football anymore because you have taken the spirit out of me.
Trust the process.
What do you got?
I'll go. My rant is about MLS soccer. So Butch and I are both New York Red Bulls fans. And we have no idea what they're doing, right? They fired their manager.
Yeah, no one cares about MLS soccer. Butch, what do you got?
I mean, I'm with him on that one. It's terrible.
Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead.
I'm sick of the Red Bulls, right? It's very similar to the Jets, where they said, be patient, we're going to sign big players, and they don't. And what ends up happening is a team like Inter Miami goes on to sign 15 stars from all around the different worlds and figures out a way to make contract work, right? Meanwhile, the Red Bulls are literally going off on, okay, I'm going to keep this player and I'm going to get rid of all of our young guys. I'm going to fire our coach. I'm going to fire our GM, it's head of sport in MLS, but our GM, and we're going to they had a great signing with Michael Bradley. Not upset about that at all. But what I don't understand is we are, I don't know, 2 months from the season, and yet somehow, some way, we haven't signed a fucking person. Sorry, didn't mean to curse.
No, it's good. Mike from Square Table. He said, Chris, you didn't tell me your friends were cooler than you. I'm a soccer guy too.
See?
Then he went on to say that you guys stink and he hates you.
See me? It must be the name, Mike. I'm out there. I've been on some Bills players for you, buddy. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. I remember going to the game with your Butch real quick. Sorry. I remember going to the game with you guys, actually, both of you guys. And your dad, it was that during COVID or like at the tail end? Because to get a beer, you'd have to go up, pick it out, scan it yourself, and then pay, and then leave a tip.
Yeah.
I won't say the name of who was in charge of this operation, but he was just going and grabbing them and just bringing them back. He was like, "You want me to get them, pay, and leave a tip?"
Oh man!
I had like 16 tall boys.
All right, Butch, go ahead.
I mean, my rant is obvious. The helmets are behind me. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting knocked out first round. You gave me false hope getting a wide receiver first time since Javon Walker, and then we're going to sit there and not even utilize him. LaFleur, he has proved year in, year out. It's just he can't win a big game. He can't do it. I mean, 6 games this year where we led in the fourth quarter and we lost all of them. Games we don't punt. That's on you. I mean, you're up 21, and what do? Oh, we're going to try and milk the clock. You took 45 seconds off an offensive series. What are you doing? But with all that being said, and as hurt as I am, there is one silver lining. I don't have to hear a god-darn Eagles mouth for the rest of the year because they're going, goodbye, sayonara.
Okay, cook.
Sayonara.
I just wish I could feel that same feeling and the Patriots get knocked out. And one thing I've learned from this show, doing it on Saturday, is Patriots fans might be the softest people. Might be. I mean, they gave up on football when Brady retired. They're back now. They're more annoying than ever.
But they're back now because their schedule was a softest.
Quarterback, and they're not going anywhere.
They're the original bandwagon jumpers, 1,000%.
And they're so good at everything. All their sports are great. I mean, I think they'd be happy people. They're not. They win everything. But anyway, tonight at midnight, fans of rap, A$AP Rocky, first album since 2018. Tonight, don't be dumb. Don't stay up for it. Go to bed. Don't be an idiot. Most of you guys got work tomorrow. Yep. And let's sign off. Like and subscribe. Go to Kaiju Live right now. Like and subscribe. We got you guys are interested in Godzilla. That's the bread and butter. AJ does a phenomenal job. He had a show yesterday with the boy Leslie. Did great numbers. Great show. The day before that, Evandro does video games. He was video game streaming a game I've never played or watched before, but I couldn't stop watching it. It was so entertaining. He does a great job. We got the show Saturday. That show's obviously phenomenal. You get to get bad takes from me. You bet against me. If you would have bet against me all season, you probably would have made like $10 million. Like my picks were historically bad, but they always are historically bad in the NFL. College, I eat. NFL, I give it away. It's like charity. Like I'll go to the track and place a bet, and they're like, "Do you want to tell us what team you want?" I just go like, "No, thank you. Here's $100. I lost. Don't worry about it. Don't pick a team for me. I don't need a ticket." Last Leg Parlays, episode 2 will be live right here next week, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love you guys. What do you guys got to say?
Thank you. Like and subscribe. All of our Twitter handles are all on our names right now.
That's right. That's our Twitter handles. We just made a new X, Last Leg Parlays. We are new on TikTok, Tiki-Taki. But also follow Square Table Sports, Square Up Podcast. We're everywhere, baby. We're global. We are universal. This is an empire. AJ is building. He's doing a phenomenal job. The production on the other shows are so much better than this. I couldn't work that one because I'm a simpleton. He's a genius. So go to Kaiju Live. We have everything there. everything. Hey, you want to buy a toy? You can buy a toy. You want to buy a hat? The hat's just launched. Hoodies just launched. Go to the store. That's all I got to say. See you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button. Bye.